lot of people feel like I implied the 49ers are racist by firing John Embry. I did not mean to imply that the 49ers are racist because they fired John Embry. I don't think I did imply that. If I did, I apologize because I didn't mean to imply that they fired John Embry because he's black. As if they were like, man, we have one too many black coaches on our roster. We got to get rid of this one. Or, man, something about him is just, no, like, that's not why they got, I never meant to imply that. What I did imply and what I stand by is that he got screwed over. He didn't do a bad job. They wanted to give his assistant head coach position to someone else, Anthony Lynn, because Mike McDaniel's leaving. They have different skill sets. They needed to bring in a new run game coordinator. They weren't going to get Lynn without that title. So they took it away from John Embry, even though Embry didn't do anything wrong. Was he a bad assistant head coach? How could you say that? They went to 2 NFC championship games in the 2 years that Jimmy Garoppolo was held. Like, what was it his fault that Debo didn't get the ball? How could he? Anyway, he didn't do anything bad. His tight ends are good. He's a good coach. They needed to give that position to someone else. Fine. You didn't need to cut his salary. To me, there's only 2 explanations. One, the Yorks are cheap and they wouldn't go for letting him retain his salary with a different role. That's possible. They are cheap. 2, something personal happened between Kyle and Embry we won't ever know. And this was their way of firing him because there was some personal falling out. I have no idea. No idea. All I want to say is the guy got screwed over. And it was an unprecedented way. I've never heard of a coach having to take a pay cut for any reason. That players do that. Coaches do not. You either continue to get the same salary, get a raise, or you leave. This whole like take a pay cut, that's new. And I thought it was like, of course, the first assistant coach I've ever heard that would have to be put in a situation like that is black. Not because he's black, but isn't it a weird coincidence that a guy getting screwed over in a very new way is black? That's the way. All I want to point out was that he's getting screwed over, and we should care because black coaches seem to get screwed over a lot, and this is a new way for a coach to get screwed over. Again, I didn't think the Niners were being like, we just have too many black coaches, and of course, they hired a black coach to replace him. But saying like, well, they have a lot of black coaches, they couldn't do anything, they couldn't possibly screw over one, right? Well, that's like saying I have a lot of black friends, but I couldn't possibly do wrong to a black person ever because my heart's in the right place and I like black people. Yes. But what about what you did to John Embry here? Was that necessary? And again, I'm not saying it was Kyle. I don't know if it was Kyle, it was John. I just feel very strongly that John Embry got screwed over. And I thought I was sad when there's another black coach getting screwed over. And of course, it's not because he's black, but what a coincidence. And great. You made things good with Anthony Lynn. You're giving Anthony Lynn employment, all these black coaches. That's great. But Embry got screwed. And that's what I wanted to say. It's not because he's black. I just feel extra sensitive for black coaches getting screwed because it seems like they get screwed more often. And I applaud the 49ers for all they do for black coaches. I do. I really do. And I think Embry got screwed. That's what I wanted to say. And I do want to apologize for implying that they fired him because he's black. I never meant that. I didn't. And I think that would be a stupid thing to imply.